fun and games. We got everything you want, just call out our names. Whatever you may need will make your dreams come true. In the Fan Zone, the adventure awaits for you. Step into the magic, feel the energy. Open up your mind, set your spirit free. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Oh, 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 oh. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Take a step and go. Welcome to the Fan Zone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Fan Zone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Fan Zone, where dreams are shown. Welcome to the Fan Zone, where the music plays, dancing in the moonlight, enjoying sunny days. In this world of wonder, anything is possible. Come along and join us, let's make it unforgettable. All your hopes and fears, they will disappear. Feel the love and joy, let it all be clear. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Oh, 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 oh. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Take a step and go. Welcome to the Fan Zone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Fan Zone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Fan Zone, where dreams are shown. Where dreams are shown. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Oh, 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 oh. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Take a step and go. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Oh, 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 oh. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Take a step and go. Welcome to the Fan Zone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Fan Zone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Fan Zone, where dreams are shown. Oh, yeah, yeah. Where dreams are shown.
That's a good
All
idea.
right,
Thanks.
welcome everybody. Doing a little bit of Starfinder in the Sven Zone. Starfinder in the Sven Zone. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
Everybody say hi.
Hi.
All right, cool. Looks like we have sound. I know everybody's
What in the
immediately
world?
noticed and is curious as to why my headphones are different. Because my fancy ones broke, so I'm using my piece of crap
Rip.
old ones from
Oh no.
12 years ago. They're a little Coca-Cola
But hey, they still work.
headphones. So they
I
were
have
just
little $20 earbuds that I use.
these. I don't even think these were $20, but they were. I got them because they said Coke on them. But mostly a collector's item than anything else. Mismatched little inserts that you put in the ear. But hey, they're sort of working. I can, if I strain my ears, I can hear you guys. So I'm going to turn my sound up so
Oops.
I can hear you guys a little bit better.
Hi, Rena.
Thank you for the subs. 43 months. Awesome. That's almost 2 years. Appreciate it so much.
That's almost
That's
4
not
years.
math. That's not math.
It's almost 4 years.
It helps if I do it correctly.
We don't math shame here.
This is why we play virtually, because the Fantasy Grounds does all the math for us.
Oh, it's the ship of fools. That's why. Why isn't it popping up? Rules. Correct. 4 years. He's been following for 4 years, 9 months, 21 days, 5 hours.
Wow.
Now
Wow.
he hasn't been subscribed for that long, but that's how long he's been following. It's awesome. And if you want to know how long you've been following, just type in follow age asterisk. Exclamation point follow age
Exclamation mark.
space in your name, streamer name, and it'll tell you. Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You are by far my biggest subscriber. Even though I have family members who have Prime and it's free for them, but you still make them look sad. But I appreciate it very much. Him and
They should
Martian
be
Cat
sad.
are awesome streamers, so definitely check them out. All right. All right, so let's get into it then. Looks like we are ready to go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do a percentile. All right, so Roberta, would you mind reading or summarizing the message of the day for us?
Oh, so glad I didn't close that.
Throwing out the
All right. The
images.
protectors of Waden's Keep spent the first 10 days of Calistril exploring. Along the way, they saw huge birds, stag bears, lynxicoots, and polyphonic Joe. As they explore day 4, they find the west side is extremely dangerous and is nearly impassable. They find the scout, Elena's Exorian, Sea Colony People image, which I have up already. The time is 2:09 p.m. The date is 3rd day, 13th Calistril, 318 AG.
Thank you much. There's a group photo. For those of you who are wondering what the whole group looks like, that is to scale. So yes, we have a giant dragon all the way down to the small dwarf. But that's all right. The dwarf throws grenades, so.
That's right.
All right, and last thing I need is this one map. Here it is. All right, so they're in J4. And as I determined, the west side of J4 is this, the treacherous slopes. That's weird. I don't have the image in this sort. I said, is it in the J4? Let me see. Yes, it is. All right, boom. There you go. So that's what it looks like. And you guys had come up ahead. As you were exploring around this, you found some tracks. And the tracks led you to like a little lean-to that had been built inside the lean-to. Makeshift shelter of branches leaning against these fallen logs were 3 baby spider goats that are six-legged goats. You guys did pass the test needed to determine that these were not. This does not look. They would not have normally just naturally appeared inside a lean-to, so somebody had to have put them there. And then, as you were looking around, you see hobbling up to you guys from a distance away is the scout, Elena's Zorian. All right, so is there any questions?
Do they look injured?
Say again?
Do they look injured?
Yes. Any questions or comments before we get going as far as the background, the recap?
No.
I don't think so.
No. I guess as we spot Milanez, Dr. Cliff will wave them over and start pulling out his med kit as he sees him limping, or them limping.
All right. So as he gets closer, he, I am deeply pleased to see you, but I am also deeply chagrined. I've had a
Whoa.
desperately unlucky time of it. I was exploring a log that had, you can see these log falls around us. I was exploring around here, and there was one that had this most curious structure, like a piece of modern art from back on Eox. But, well, I stumbled, and some of the logs nearly crushed the unlife out of me. Once I was finally able to free myself, I found that I had not only lost my bearings, but my data pad was damaged. So, well, here we are. I was helping the creatures there. Might lead me out of here. He points toward the spider goats. But I think they are possibly broken. They have not gone anywhere. I would take it as an utmost personal favor if you would not mention this embarrassment to the other settlers. I really am a better scout than this. It was just truly unfortunate.
What a stroke of good luck that we ran into you then.
Well, a stroke of good luck that you found some potential sources of cheese on your way back. Oh,
I believe the reason you think they are broken is because they are very young. They would not normally be moving around at this age.
That makes sense then. I do have some information on some nearby lands. If I don't know where you all have scouted, but I'm happy to share my information. Do any of you know how to repair a broken datapad?
Can't say I do.
You can say it.
Let me take a look at that leg, and I'm going to try and help fix their leg with my med kit.
The data pad would fall under engineering.
Yes.
Yeah.
I could have a look at it when we get back to base. I don't have a toolkit here with me.
And I'll help when we get back.
Is one of us an actual mechanic?
No.
No.
No. I don't believe any of us are particularly tech savvy. I think Bex actually might be our best bet.
I think you might be the best. You're actually the best at a lot of things in this group, but
As an operative, yeah, they are skill monkeys.
You're also just my best friend, actually. So note that down.
The So, does anybody feel like running Toby? They did actually contact me this week and let me know that they had a family thing, so they're not able to play.
I can try.
So you can, if you have ranks in engineering, you can assist. You can also try to repair it if you want to. You just don't get the bonus of having a engineer that having an engineering kit.
I'll give it a try.
And like I said, I'll assist.
All right, so Glavina, go ahead and roll to assist. Just need a 10.
Yay.
Very good. Anybody else able to assist?
Nope.
I think
That-
Luna is the only other person with ranks in it. remember correctly from looking at the party sheet.
All right. Is Luna in Discord? Let's see. Yes.
He was for just a moment. Oh, is he currently? He's
Reno, are
currently
you there?
in
If
the
you are,
Discord.
we cannot hear you. If you can hear us, go ahead and give us an engineering roll for Luna. I will pull it up. Aha, there we go. Cool.
So
Oh.
+2.
+2,
Plus
correct.
2.
All right, so it's you're able to get it to work a little bit, turn it off, turn it back on, but it's just not quite enough. So he does let you know. Have you been to the? Let me pull up the map. What? I thought I had it linked. Dadgummit. Map. Drop it on myself. There we go. Alright, so it is. Have you been to the south? There is a field of these glowing flowers.
South
think
as
so.
in H4 or A3.
So if you look at the background of your fantasy grounds, he's referring to the golden blooms.
We did find some
The
of
ones
them.
we found in H3.
Mm-hmm.
Testing. Nope.
Yeah, we can hear you, Reno.
Woo!
Oh, you can. Okay.
Yes.
And
Well,
then
I don't see how. I don't understand why you're saying that Luna has engineering. She has nothing in engineering, other than she has +2, but she's not proficient at it.
I was just looking at the party sheet, and you had. It looks like you had a rank in
yeah, you have a rank in engineering.
engineering to give you a +2.
You do.
You're one of the ones who didn't have a red there, so that's why I thought it was.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Because I was looking up at the proficiency things, and it said there's nothing about proficiency here at all. Okay,
Right.
I have a rank.
It's
Yes,
not
I have
one
a
of
rank.
your class skills, but you took a rank in it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My mistake.
Yep, it's cool. All right.
No worries.
And then he says, "Well, perhaps to the north. Have you been to across the river?" And he sort of points to the northwest.
Oh, northwest.
There is this strange pillar that rises maybe 200 feet.
No.
No, we've been to the northeast though.
So
Can you give us some more details on this strange pillar?
K4, I think, is what he's talking about.
I think that would be
Correct.
L.
He's talking
No,
about K4.
No, K4. Sorry. Yep.
Well, I didn't spend a lot of time there. I just marked it on in my data pad. If I had the data pad, I took some pictures and things, but it was pretty wide, and there were some scratches and or writing on it.
That's very interesting then.
All right, so you are able. Did you give me a medicine check?
I was kind of
No. All right, go ahead
We're
and
doing
give me
other
a
stuff, so I
medicine
was
check. Medicine check.
alrighty. You do.
You guys are talking.
Don't heal him too well, because he's undead. It might hurt him.
Very nice. All right, so you're able to help repair some of the damage done to him.
I just like realign his, some of his bones that like just are like slightly out of whack or however his undead form works. I just kind of shove it back in place.
A little duct tape and sticks. Good to go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just get like a,
Do you really
I
even
just,
need any more?
these two things should be connected. Boom, duct tape to get there. You're good. That's how you undead work, right?
So he says, "Well, I thank you," and he says, "Can I use your data pad to write down some and get my bearings again, and so I can go return to the settlement and get my data pad fixed, please?"
Don't break
Yes.
this one.
Dr. Clef will like offer up his to
All right, so
notes
he
on.
opens it up and finds the right application, and then sort of turns around and looks and compares and looks and things, and then see him bring out this old brittle, almost like a scroll, and he scratches some information down in Eoxian, and then rolls it back up, hands you back that back. Oh, thank you. I'd hoped to explore it a little bit more, but can't really get very far without this data pad. Doesn't do me a whole lot of good, so I will see you back at the Waden's Keep. Otherwise, whenever we meet again. Thank you for your help.
I'm happy to give it.
Yes. We'll touch base later. Safe travels. I guess
And
as he's
he
departing,
says, "Here's a." Again, I appreciate your discretion with the other settlers. I really am a decent scout. He hands over an amulet to you, Doc.
Oh,
Forget I'm not Doc.
yeah.
I know. Every time I'm like waiting for you to respond, and then Nick says words, and I'm like, oh yeah, shit. Yep. All right.
Did you get the item?
I did. Now I will read in more depth in just a sec. Much obliged. Actually, I do have a question to ask. Did you have any plans for the spider goats here that you helped save? Or were you thinking of possibly just leaving them?
No, they are of
Hopefully
no
find their
use
way.
to me. They are free to live their lives.
Not if we have something to say about it.
Well, they are young. Listen, if we were to leave them, they probably would die fairly quickly. But I also think they could be of some good use to us, or at least to me, in some of my ideas of experiments I wish to run. Not to harm them per se,
No.
but to study. You think you could take them back to the settlement for me?
I don't really have a way of transporting them.
True.
That might be something we have to do.
True. And thinking on it, we do have some more resources to probably take care of this. We'll take care of it. Thank you though. I don't know, for the gift. You're free to head back.
All right. Anybody else have any questions for them?
Not really. Does waves and wishes and safe travels.
All right. So they will head out. Start heading in a direction.
Is it the right direction?
It is the correct direction. Yes.
And Dez is over there like rummaging through his backpack and he, like pulls out a blanket that is Dez sized. I got this.
Maybe we can together some like leads or ropes or something to help lead them away. I can think of multiple uses for both something that has the properties of both a goat and a spider that could be beneficial to the colony, whether it be simply using them to make goat cheese once they're old enough for that, or maybe making use of their webs, depending on how the properties of that are.
Veal.
Do they
If
actually
anything, just
have webs? Or are
Veal
they
is
called
very
spider
tasty.
webs?
that too. Once if we get them breeding. You were saying, Des?
Oh no, I was wondering if they actually do have webs.
Or if they're
Okay.
just called
I
that
would love
because
to
of the
find out.
legs.
True, but even if it's just the legs or better.
Well, at the very least, it will provide milk and textiles, and once we get breeding stock, sustenance as well. Meat.
Yes, exactly.
Well, speaking from my experience, these are young ones, so it'll be very, well, not very easy, but a lot simpler to get them trained and more on the side of domestication.
Oh, so true.
Sven, would they be able to go across the treacherous slopes safely, or that too much for them?
The goats.
Yes.
Yes, they could.
Okay.
They seem built for that.
Almost like this is where they live.
Almost.
Depending on how big they get, some of us may even be able to use them as mounts.
I can see
I guess
Dez on a pair of spider goats with backs on his back.
The fire goat looks fine. Yeah,
Like
I
that
guess
scene in
with
Kung
the
Fu
help of
Panda
it sound like
where
Des want to get some leads to help kind of coax and these animals to take them with us.
Okay, so I need a life science then, since this is the first time I presume you're studying them and looking at them.
Oh yes, definitely.
Did Luna help with that?
But
If anybody's trained in life science, yes, they can assist.
I don't think this would be an assistance, but I do have a profession as an animal trainer / hunter.
Yep, that would you can absolutely roll for that to assist, or if you want to be the main one to roll, either one, whoever's higher.
What do you got?
+8.
Cool, I got a +7. So. Wow.
All right, so you have a
I've got a
+4.
+12.
Oop, write that in.
All right, so despite the name is mostly because they have multiple legs. They do not seem to have, at least these young ones, do not have any kind of spider-like qualities. They don't have fangs. They don't have poison. They don't have webs.
How disappointing.
But they do look like they can climb really well. Goats in general climb really well, and now if these have extra legs, they'll probably be extremely sure-footed. And they also look like they're very well built for the cold.
Hexagoats.
It's like we got to change the name of these. It might be misleading.
Hexaveal.
Wow, naming them after the kind of meat they drop? That's kind of...
Veal is baby cows.
Meat they drop.
Sorry, words not wording. Too many video games.
What are we playing? Minecraft? All right.
You don't know.
And you also determine you have 2 females and 1 male.
That is
Even
the
better.
ideal. That is the ideal combination there.
Two males and one female is perfect.
All right. This is Samantha just straight throwing out ideas. I'm big. I could probably carry them if we come up with something to carry them with.
Can they
Because they
not
seem
walk on their own?
stationary.
No space bag.
Do not
Yes.
shove them in a no space bag.
Yes, they are able to walk on their own.
Oh shit.
Perhaps
You don't know
That
how
was
long
fashion
they will be able to lock for it, and how they can be led. But yes, they can walk on their own.
and this is outside my wheelhouse.
Sorry, this is outside your what?
Wheelhouse.
It's the same thing you and
Figuring
I
out
asked.
how to deal with animals. Yeah, this is something that's
Isn't Dez's
If
blanket
I-
big enough to carry them?
desert might be able to.
Dez's blanket. Wouldn't that be
I
big
pulled
enough?
out a blanket from my backpack that is theoretically desk sized because I'm carrying it.
So yes, if you wanted to try to put the 3 spider goats in the blanket and tie it up, it is possible to carry them that way as well.
How likely
they
is it
really-
that will kill them?
You don't know until you try it. They don't. Their horns are very small
on.
and not as developed, so they probably would not damage themselves with the horns. But they can also walk on their own.
Yeah.
I say we let them
We're
walk
supposed to
on their
just get,
own
like,
until
some
they
ropes
can't
and-
walk anymore, and then carry them.
If you give me some time to work with them, I might be able to not necessarily train, but make them inclined to want to follow us.
If you feed them, they will follow you.
I will leave that in your capable hands then, Des. That's more studying and figuring out what they can do than teaching them. So, provide assistance as I can.
It would be funny if about 200 yards away you see Elenez trip and fall and get crushed by the logs.
Oh, Eleanor? No, we don't know what happened to him. Must be a really good scout, scouting very far away.
These have advantage versus undead. The logs do.
Trees, famously hate the undead.
All right, so it sounds like you're gonna attempt to lead them with food.
Yes. Does
That's
anybody
true.
have
I'd
any
also like
rope?
to lead
We
them
can
with like a
we can lead
rope
them
or
with like
something if we have any.
actual. Yeah.
Does anybody have rope?
I apparently do not. As a that oversight on my part.
I do. Luna has rope.
Does she? You sure?
Yep.
You're looking at her inventory. She's got rope.
I have rope,
Cool.
and I'm
Luna's
Luna.
got rope.
So I'll hand it to you. Here you
Cool.
go.
50 feet of synthetic rope, exceptionally durable, elastic, specifically designed to be easy to grip and climb.
Nice.
Well, it's not too elastic. A little bit. Whee!
She has 50 feet of it. She also has a hammock,
All right.
but she's the only one that's been sleeping in style.
That's right.
I mean, I've got a bedroll and a tent.
Dog has literally just been like sleeping on the ground, curled up like a, you know,
Well, if anybody tries to
monkey.
join her, I'm sure they'll have a knife in their throat very shortly.
Orphanry. I guess if we all start putting some ropes around them.
What are you doing with the
getting them
amulet?
ready to lead. Doc is gonna like put on the amulet after like examines, like, it's kind of nice, and puts it on. You kind of see as he puts it on, there's like a kind of a little pattern seems to like go over his clothes a little bit, kind of almost blending him into the background before he kind of like hits before like fading away and going back to his regular looks, because
Neat.
he's
Shame that didn't work for Elenez. Those logs saw him anyway. Anyway, rope, goats.
The logs passed their perception check. So nothing you can do.
yes.
Even with the disadvantage.
All right, so you guys are heading out. It is. Pull up the calendar. You have a week.
All right, I
Today's the
think we
13th.
were considering. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I think we were considering going to another hex on our way back, but I think we should just go straight back because I don't want to deal with the goats.
Yeah, agreed. I think our original plan was to do this hex real quick.
Yeah.
That was, what was that? G5. Oh, oops, I'm not meaning to click so much. But
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I agree. We should head back to Wayden's Keep, and then maybe we can hit that when we head out again.
Yep.
All right, so let me just clarify, make sure. Yes, so on the 12th, you moved from 5 into 4. 13th, you're exploring J4. So now, which one are you headed to now?
H4.
H4. Woo.
Okay, let me unlock J4.
Shit.
All right, let's see if that worked.
Hey, credits.
It did. Okay.
I just lost my map. Can you throw the map up, please?
Oh no!
Thank you.
And speaking of which, I do want to put this in my hotkeys. There you go. All right. Okay, so night falls. I need a 20-sider. Let's start with Jingo. Okay, give me just a moment here. Let me. Yes, here it is. All right, so 17. You are in Planus. All right, so night passes. Let's see, this is. Night goes by uneventfully. Jingo, give me a 12-sider. Okay. Yes.
Note that Dr. Clef still has wounds. So
I
that's
have
a
not
thing.
pushed the long rest yet, but give me just a second here, and we'll see how many that heals.
So I just wanted to make sure that
7.
it was being kept track of.
You rest. Overnight rest. There we go. Down to 1. All right, so H4, if you open up the little pin, it's hills, and close these other maps, the images. There we go. There was nothing of note last time you traveled through here. All right, and Nick, would you give me a D10 plus 7? Okay.
Only finding 8 things this time.
I think that's good.
All right, so as you're traveling along, you're in some hills. Let me go ahead and move the token as you guys head on into H4. You're in some plains, but it's also a somewhat rocky area. And who has the highest passive perception?
I think that's bad.
Oh, definitely not me.
Let me look.
Where's
My
passive perception?
my passive perception is 17.
I think it's actually has
Mine's pretty high though.
22, if I'm looking at this correctly.
I mean,
How do you get to passive perception?
yeah, Liminalize actually the best.
It's on your main
Is
page,
plus 11.
and it is also actually no, it's not. Sorry, it's you can roll perception on your from your main page. It's your perception plus 10 under skills.
Under skills. Okay.
Perception plus 10. That would be 9.
All right, and speaking of 9, is who's writing? Des? Anyone?
Glavina.
All right, and Des, give
We
me
gotta get her a spider goat.
a nature.
Okay. What?
Des needs to give me a. Oh,
Does.
no, it's a profession. So give me your profession to see how well you can get the
I'm like, what
goats.
the hell is nature?
Goats not to follow you. Okay, 15. All right, so are you using the rope in addition to training them?
Yes. Because I don't
Okay.
want them running off and getting
And
hurt or.
what type of commands are you doing? Are you a shepherd will sometimes sing or use music or commands or calls or whistles.
That's a good question. I don't. Yeah, let's say he's training them with like whistles,
Okay.
like clicking sounds and whistles.
Like a horse.
A little bit, yeah.
All right, so 17. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, I've got too many windows open. All right, so as you're cruising along, let me. Yes, Sirenscape going. Here it is. They don't. Okay. You've been passing different clumps of rocks as you're moving along, and Bex, you notice that you guys are approaching one, and on the ground, in the midst of these rocks, it looks like one of them has been roughly carved into the shape of feline.
Really? Would y'all have a look at that? Are there natives on this planet?
Huh.
Or somebody that's bored. Or it could be, I don't know,
Well,
animal.
60 feet away from
True.
you.
Why don't we go have
You
a
did
closer
mention
look?
there was a stone obelisk.
Yeah. There is a possibility that there is some semblance of intelligent life that they may have dismissed as non-intelligent or not as intelligent as thou, my own species, was once such considered.
Once.
A fascinating discovery. Dr. Clef considers, they may still be considering that, but he's says the talking bug monkey. What everyone else thinks is not his prerogative, but I certainly would do for us to investigate it. I
All right, so
realize
Doc
we haven't talked about this yet.
and
But I
Bex
do
want to go get closer. Is everybody going to be wandering closer? Or is
Luna is.
I am.
okay?
Luna is as well.
Des is hanging back a little bit just in case whatever it is gonna be dangerous for goats.
Okay.
kind of
Is there a role involved?
And what do you have Toby do?
Yeah, Toby will go in though.
Toby or not Toby?
That is the question. Whether it is nobler to suffer this things.
It is a question. I don't know if it's the question. But...
The only question that matters, honestly.
All right. And as you get within about 30 feet, it stands up and starts running towards you. Give me initiatives, guys.
Basic grounds is that to stop responding to me for a moment, so I might be a second.
Well, it's not the worst initiative that's ever been rolled on in this game.
You also get to just not have whatever terrible initiative you rolled.
It depends on how close I am to Bex.
Yes, you're still within 30
Sven,
feet.
would you be so kind as to roll my initiative for me? This Fantasy Grounds is not responding at the moment.
Yes.
Thanks for the 14 initiative. Appreciate it.
I have a question.
Okay.
Next to the initiative, some of us have different words. Like I have credits, and Max has effects. What is that? What is that referring to? If I have a +0 of credits.
I don't fucking know. You've been having like weird words next to your rolls lately,
So-
haven't you?
Bex has something that gives him an initiative of +2.
In fact, yes.
Bex, do you know what that is?
Give me one moment.
And your credit, I don't know what that is.
He has an effect on him for
Give me
initiative.
some
too.
credit, will you? Give me some credit. That was cool. Nice dice.
Thank you.
Fantasy Grounds decided to respond to me. It
Oh,
decided to
good.
be nice to me, apparently, because it was being mean.
Yes.
Welcome to the club.
That Constitution?
So this is what you see.
Okay. Nice. How big is that?
Yeti!
Or to
Like
be
the-
more accurate, this is what you see.
Oh,
Ah.
wow. Okay,
It's
that's
only
right.
5 inches tall, though, so
It's a
it's
very good side by side.
like a gremlin.
I like the other picture better, thank you.
No,
That'd be
look
really
at
funny,
the
though, wouldn't
eyes. They're so pretty.
If they're only 5 inches tall.
They are small, so they are about
Oh,
3 feet, 2 to 3 feet, maybe a bobcat size. They're large for
Okay.
cats, but
That's not that big. I mean, that's a tiger, though. That's a serious size, though.
all right. Let me close this. All right, and then I'll share this as well.
Sven, my miscellaneous bonus for should have been a +1, not a +2. It was inaccurate. But the +1 comes from the operative's edge.
Oh, you're level 2. That's why it's +2.
Yes.
You could, so that's why it's +2, because it goes up every level.
The operative edge?
Yep.
No, it doesn't. +1 increases by 1 at third and every 4 levels thereafter. So right now it should only be a +1.
Quiet.
So I corrected it.
All right. Um, +1 insight to initiative and skill checks. Yes. But so is that what it's coded? Is that what the coding is for operative edge?
It's a shellac
Because
set.
You know
typically-
that is wise because I had manually adjusted. I don't think I have the coding for operative's edge on my.
see, your dex is +2, and your initiative is +3. You have a miscellaneous of +1. Yeah, so
Yeah, that
so
miscellaneous
I don't know what the
+1
coding
comes
is
from.
for. Let me look and see what actions have the coding.
Yeah, I don't see the operative's edge in the coding.
That's all right. So I don't. Maybe it was something else that gave you the coding. I don't know, but I'm gonna get rid of it anyway. So you can thank Reno for calling you out.
Yeah, what the fuck,
Hey.
Reno?
Okay.
It's his fucking fault, honestly.
It's okay. At third level, it'll be a 2. Then it'll be correct.
Well, the point is you don't need coding. It's already coded in you, within you, and that was all. And it's still correct. You had it on your
metallic
on
set.
in the combat tracker
Coding.
for some reason. Maybe it might have been training. Maybe you did downtime training that gave you a +2.
You know what? That might be it. Yeah, I think the downtime might have given the other +1.
So, Dr. Clef, as this thing stands up and then starts running towards you, what would you like to do? I'm going to change the view for the camera.
Camera. I am a camera.
I, quickly down one of my mysterious liquids as I start my mutation up. And as it starts running towards me, I 35 remind myself of how far I can shoot things. 20 feet. Or wait, no, that's. Believe no, this can. Okay. I will. Not directly towards it, but a little closer as I run sideways with the group. I let my kind of spikes or little porcupine spines kind of extend and shoot one at the rock cat, the stone cat. Coming at us. Yeah,
Nice. That's a little.
hopefully it's.
I don't have to do cat sound because Soundscape has cat sounds. That's cool. All right, down.
Managed to lodge it between shifting stones and doing a little bit of damage to it. And I is all for now. Yeah.
All right, and from the backs of the rocks. Another
Oh.
one stands up and starts running toward you guys. What does that do? Cool. All right, so it is going to 20. So it stands up, jumps, and dives into the ground, disappears.
Oh, shit.
And comes up out of the ground and slashes at you.
Oh, shit.
All right, and oh, it would help if I had you targeted.
Indeed.
Attack and damage, okay? Max damage as this thing slams into you and you stumble back a little bit. Toby.
All right. Toby is going to. So, trying to make use of his feet. So he's gonna go 25 feet that direction. And then he's going to use his pike rifle and shoot at the stone cat. I should probably actually read his feet real quick.
Reading.
Yeah, reading. Okay.
If it's one
So he's gonna.
if he attacks with a ranged attack, then when he moves up, if he moves up and engages in melee next round, he gets a bonus.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like a, oh yeah, you have to use a full action to do this thing to then get the bonus. So, yep, he is going to go ahead and shoot at it. There we go. Nice.
That's
It's
it.
gonna go ahead and do that doublage.
So if you have Sirenscape going, or if you're listening to the stream, they are making cat noises because it's cool, but there isn't really they don't really make cat noises. All right, Bex.
Why is Doc up there in front?
Because he was curious. He's an explorer.
I had moved to investigate, and then I was like, oh, I'll go sideways, not realizing there was another one that I would then be closer to. Seems to be the mistake that I always make.
All right. I will
Just fan,
attempt a
I'm
trick
spending
attack.
my rounds.
All right, let me make sure I am doing this right because I always forget.
We've slept and eaten since we last did it. So you do the make sure you target it and then just hit the blue button to cast. And then whatever movement you're gonna make.
And then I'm in front of Luna Eye.
So as you go to move, Luna steps forward as well, and you sort of bump into her, and it messes you up.
Yeah, what the fuck, Luna?
Alright, so I failed at the trick attack, but I can still shoot him.
Correct. And you moved enough to where you've got a clear enough shot. Wow, 2 ones in a row.
Wow.
And
That is unfortunate.
I don't want to
Fucking
hurt the
inspiration.
kitty.
your hair
That
is-
pistol.
Is this what you guys call cuddly?
I'll give you my information.
Alright, so this is his energy. You gain a bleeding condition, which worsens by an additional d4 per round until stopped.
Thanks.
As this, as your weapon starts, the battery starts oozing into you. Do you have? Yeah. All right, Luna.
Ow.
My thing is still loading. So
All right, so we'll go to Des. You guys
You
have the
will-
same initiative anyway. Des.
Yeah. So I keep on trying to talk to people in whispers and then they don't respond. Glavina, are you cool with us hanging back a bit?
I'm fine.
Okay. Next to Glavina, this weapon mount whirs up, and Des will go ahead and take a full action to shoot. Oh, I'm still Toby on the map. Yeah, he will take a full action to shoot that one twice.
All right, since Luna's right next to you, I'll say she is not. Doesn't provide any kind of cover, so you're good to go.
Yay!
So you're doing
All right.
2 attacks. Is that why you're doing a full action?
You know, I decided that, and then I looked over at my things, and then maybe I shouldn't be doing a full action because I have a -3. Maybe instead I will just maneuver a little bit to get a better. Do I have to worry about moving too much for goats, or are we just writing them out of the scenario for the fight?
Yes, you guys decided to take the goats with you, so you are holding on to a rope with 3 goats on it.
Okay.
What happened to the fourth?
There's
You
only
know,
over
I'm gonna
3.
cut my rope.
in that case, I think I'm going to stay where I am and like ready in action with my pike to attack a stone cat if it gets within range.
Okay. All right, so then Luna. You have Doc targeted. Dr. Clef.
All right, that's not good.
You can hit him.
Or I'll pass things.
You're passing? Wow.
So you
Oh,
are
Just your entire
I'll
turn?
pass.
on.
as
hitting
a
him,
drow,
that's all
you are
I mean.
dazzled, by the way, since you are in sunlight.
Oh yeah.
Dazzled as in I'm wonderful, or as in I can't see.
You
And
can't
then
see.
You have it's
Both.
the bright light.
Okay, I don't know why. Okay, she's not happy about this. Why is my pain mode on?
We got to get you some sunglasses.
I know, right? Right, let's untarget that. Okay. Where am I targeting? Because I don't. Oh, there he is. Okay, now he's targeting. Correct.
You have nothing targeted. You
One here.
got
Oh,
rid
okay.
of
I'm-
Doc. So that's
Yeah,
good.
there we go. So I
Okay.
saw a distance one. I got confused for a moment.
So you would have a -2 to hit that because Bex and Doc are barely, but both of them combined give you a total of -2.
But I use like a spell, right?
You can use a spell if you'd
Spell
like,
success.
yes. Or you can also move to get a clear shot.
Okay. She has the pistol, so she'll move like this, right about there,
10 feet,
and
okay.
then she'll take her semi-auto tactical pistol.
Okay.
There you
Nice.
go. Very nice. Not too bad. Not too shabby.
All right, so ting, your bullet slammed into the thing. It'll put a big scrape on it. As a third one climbs up onto the rock and does similar to what this friend did, moves, jumps down into the earth. Glavina.
Okay. I'm jumping down and moving.
Wow.
Okay, where do you want to be? You can be in
I
any
want to
square adjacent
be.
to them. So just move yourself
You're not
to the square you want to be in
Okay.
first.
to be. You're not to be.
That is
Okay,
the
so that
question.
doesn't count. That counts as 5 feet of movement. Let me put you down onto the ground. There you go. Boom. So that took up 5 feet of movement. And 15 more. Okay.
Okay. And grenades. We love grenades. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me find out which one I want to use though. Ooh. I want to use the shock grenade.
Okay. And ping which intersection you want to throw it to. What is the range of the shock grenade?
15 feet.
Okay.
Oh, range 20 feet. I can throw it 20 feet and it explodes in a 15-foot radius.
Okay. Yeah,
Don't you have a grenade launcher thingy?
that's what I meant.
I do, but
Was the
oh,
what I meant was the explode range. So that's perfect. Yep. So
okay.
don't
All
forget,
right.
I have those coded on the very bottom of your actions page. You can ignore the top because I have all the grenades coded for you.
I understand that, but I have to tick it off.
Shock 15 feet explode. All right. So, and I'm sorry. Did you ping already?
Of where I want to throw it?
Yes. The intersection of.
Not yet. Oh, that's clear targets, not ping.
They look so similar. I always click
I
them.
know, right? So I want to go here if possible.
So that will hit Dr. Clef.
Then here?
Okay. Perfect.
Will it still hit the cat and avoid the doctor?
Yes. Both cats.
Okay, do I have to what is it? Attach both? Like do I have to target both?
Yes. You target both, but
Okay.
first roll to see if you hit. Just roll for your grenade. Just don't roll a 1.
Oh, any grenade?
Yeah, the shock grenade. Yep.
Oh.
You have a +3.
Okay, I'm just trying to find it. Where do I roll for it? You said don't pay attention to up top.
Right. Just roll d20 and you just don't roll a 1.
Oh, roll a d20. Okay. I'm like, what the heck?
because you can't crit with a grenade, and you just need to not. Okay. All right. So
You know what? You need to stop telling me what not to roll. That's jinxing it. F you.
Wow.
Right.
Not the boss for her. She'll roll a one if she wants to.
Do I have a reroll action anywhere? Where are my abilities?
Mm, more like a half thing.
No.
Well, that sucks. Slow and steady, traditional weapon familiarity.
Give me just a second here. It's I'm
This is booty.
could wing it, but this is the first
Booty,
time
pal.
we've had this happen. This is very rocky terrain, so it may have initially hit there, but then it bounced off the rock.
Sorry, Doc. I can see where this is going.
178. All right, so we get to pull out the old chart.
That's never really good.
No, it's fine. Don't.
Dadgummit. All right, hold on. 83 and 84. Okay. You serious right now? Okay. I'm pretty sure it is a D8.
For what, damage?
Mm-mm.
Yep. All right. So
Direction.
you roll a D8 and then a D4.
All right, fine. And a 4.
All right, and the D8 didn't roll in
Oh,
the chart.
okay, sorry. Hang on. Come here, D8.
You're fucking kidding me.
What the?
Okay, so it goes.
I don't know what I needed.
So it goes one square. Here it is. So it lands right. You were initially aiming for here, and the way it works is this is 1, 2, 3, all the way around. So you rolled an 8, so it goes this direction, one square. So it lands right there. So
Hey, Doc.
it still hits
Like I said,
both
sorry.
grenades. It still hits both cats, but also hits the dock.
Looks like
So-
he might be dying in the fight too.
So target all 3 of them.
Well, dang it.
It happens.
They get a reflex save.
Now, are they all 3 showing up?
I only show you targeting Dr. Clef.
Okay, then that means.
There you go. There you go. Perfect.
Okay.
And so on
And
the
then roll
bottom,
my damage?
Nope. On the bottom, you roll on where it says shock 15. There's a either hit the cast or the blue circle, depending on what mode display, how you have it displayed. You may have to open the cog.
Oh. Where it says cast
Yes.
or damage.
Cast first and then roll damage. All right, so one of them failed. All right, so this falls right into the cleft of these rocks, and as the blast of shock comes out, electricity, most of it goes up into the air. Looks really cool, but doesn't do a whole lot of damage.
It looks like you did something.
Oh, it looks like something, all right.
All right, now this guy gets to go. He is going to run up. Let's see, can he do it right? Let's see. Nope. All right, so that's all he can do because they are not that fast. Vex. Doc, you're on deck. Dr.
Mm.
Clef.
There's supposed to be after.
I am bleeding, right? Does that increase this round?
At the end of the round, it will increase if it is not treated. All right, so that is not.
Well, shit. Is my pistol now considered useless because of that fumble?
No. It can still be used.
Let's try this.
Nice. Yeah, you succeeded at a trick attack. So now you apply the effect onto the cat. Not the one that says self. There you go. And I rolled to see if you hit. Nice. Now you apply the other effect, the damage. And you're good to go. It's almost max.
I'll take that. I appear to be leaking.
Well, stop it.
Leaking.
Yes.
Yep.
Put some grass in it.
All right, Doc Clef. This cat right up in your face. Now has a big bunch of crystals, cold crystals on the side of it.
I'm
right,
going
and-
to use my restraining spinneret against it.
Don't forget
Try
to
and
add your
wrap it up.
mutation point.
Oh, yes, thank you for the reminder. I'll kind of point my tail at it of webbing at him. I truly am a spider monkey. And unfortunately it misses. As the little ice flecks didn't slow it down quite as much. In fact, it just a little smooth, slippier, whatever. It manages to just flip out underneath it as I, overshoot, and now,
Yeah, you can take a 5-foot guarded step or move.
I will take the 5-foot guard step to step closer to my ally that is behind me, and will hopefully step forward if it'll let me track. There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Fizzing actually was targeting the wrong person, but that doesn't matter. I'm assuming they have the same AC. But yeah, that's my go.
All right, so this one had to run up, so now he's going to attack Glovina.
Denied. Smack.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nose be gone. The target moves one step down the charisma poison
wait.
track until healed.
What the hell just
no.
happened?
The poison
It jumps
So-
up and slams you right in the face, and your crack and your nose is bleeding, and you're pretty sure it got broken.
Okay. That pisses me off.
It should. Blow 'em up.
All right, fine. I'm gonna hit it with my axe.
You know what they say, you'd rather be pissed off than pissed on.
Hmm.
I've never heard them say that before.
Well, shit.
No, piss. That's what we were
I'm
talking
so
about.
mad, and my nose is hurting. There's blood everywhere. Starting to tear up. I can't see straight, and I miss that little sucker.
So, the charisma poison track, you are
Bastard.
weakened. You have a -2 penalty to charisma-based ability checks and skill checks. The DCs of your spells and spell abilities decrease by 2. If you have one or more levels in a spell casting class, you don't. You can't catch your highest level of spells from that class. Right. So basically, when it comes to charisma-based ability checks, you have a -2 until you get healed. The next level is impaired.
Okay.
All right, you moving or anything else?
I'll take a step back. Just one.
All right, 5-foot guarded step. Chink. As bursting from the ground. And Odd is going to attack Luna.
Jesus.
It is not. It is attacking Glorina.
Oh my God.
Oh, it helps if I hit the right button. Okay.
I'm.
Two on the dice. It's going to miss Glorina. She's had enough of the cats hitting her. This guy was going after Doc. He got blasted with cold from the side. I'm going to say there's a 20% chance it goes after Luna. Nope, it goes after Doc. So it moves up.
Wow.
18 on the dice. There's
But
a
it's
hit.
not a crit.
Whoa. Alright, and it slams into you again. Luna.
Yep.
Alright, so you know,
Officially my
you see, since he's right next to you, and he said, I seem to be leaking, you can tell that Bex has the equivalent of the bleeding condition, and it's getting worse and worse and worse every round until he gets healed. And then Doc is hurt.
Okay. All right. Again, I apologize. My fantasy round is freaking out, so I appreciate if you would move me or whatever. Whichever one is closest and damaging, Bex and Doc or
Bex is
Bex is. I'll hit that one.
the Mystic Cure.
Am I too close? I'm sorry.
You're hitting him with a Mystic Cure.
Yes, if assuming I'm not being attacked, which I'm not, right?
Correct. Well, there's a cat
Okay.
next to you.
Yes, I'll do that.
That's fine. You can still cast the spells. It's fine. It's not a
Okay,
range.
I will do that. Okay, I will do that. Please do that for me.
All right. So Bex, even though it says you're not wounded, you are no longer bleeding. He does not heal his His Mystic Cure doesn't heal you because you're not wounded. you're only fatigued, but
But it did stop the
it
bleed.
stops the bleeding. Yep.
That's beautiful.
All right. And next, Des.
Does. All right. Well, Dez is going to move forward, I guess. Actually, changing that. All right, he is moving 15 feet, trying to keep the goats behind him. And
All right. So
after
give
that
me a
15,
profession check of DC of. Just don't roll one.
wow. Well, you've been saying that a lot, and people been rolling ones. It was close. It was close.
All right. So they are not happy with these cats, but you are able to move there, no problem.
Um, actually, I might need to move a little bit more. Because I was gonna use my spear, but I did remember, guys, that I have a breath weapon, and there's two of them.
Say breath.
Where would I have to be to hit the two cats and not my two friends?
Breath weapon, 30-foot cone. So you would need to be diagonally down and to the left, or down to the southwest 1 square, and you'll be fine. Yep.
Cool.
You can hit them both
And
easily. And yes.
I don't think I've really done this on because before now we were, in space. The crazy thing, fire in spaceships, not good.
So you also would do the same thing. Hit your cast and then damage.
That's rude. They're cats. They should be scared of fire, actually.
Alright, so you
Also
blast
rocks.
Okay,
out
they're
with this
also
fire.
rocks. Okay. Thanks. I was hoping it'll scare them, but, if not.
Don't forget to mark it off. Toby.
Alright.
So in order to get that bonus, he would need to move at least 1 square forward because he has a ranged weapon. I mean, a
he has a,
reach weapon. I mean, but as long as he does that and uses the melee attack, he gets whatever the bonus is.
let's do. So, yeah, Toby's, going to go ahead and, do this and try to, stab at the cat and, I don't know, keep his, pike between the, cat and dog. Nice. It does that damage. And that's his turn.
Very nice. All right, so this one's looking pretty worse for wear. Got a bunch of chips in it. Losing some of its cohesion. The one that you just hit. All right, this one was attacking Glavina. So I'm going to say there was a 80% chance he's going to attack him again. Yep. Two on the dice is a miss. Toby gets to go again.
Well, he's still got his pike out. So he will go ahead and it's still a minus, but I think he's going to crit fish and do a full attack against.
Okay.
So there's that one. That's a miss. There's that one. Also a miss. Woo! But he does still have his pike out, and is threatening some squares.
Vex.
All right, this one needs to die.
Nice. It is tricked.
Another one for a second.
It is attacked. Alright, 4 damage is enough. As it crumbles into a pile of rocks. Alright, there are 1, 2, 3. I'm going to say 1 through 6. 1 through 5. And on way up. Alright, so it's going to move up.
Alright, it stabbed. Ooh, not by Toby. By me.
Alright. Now, if Doc, if you want them to attack you because you haven't gone down this fight, I can have them attack you instead if you want.
All you have to do is ask.
I know it's gonna be strange, not actually taking full damage. All right, so you hit and
That's fine.
slam
It's
into
character
the thing.
development.
As it attacks. It's Glendina. Almost max damage. Slams into Glendina.
Oh my gosh.
Des.
Wait. This is crazy. I think I actually crazy. We got 2 enemies and they are next to each other, baby. So actually, Des is going to go ahead and attack a cat. As I read cleave while I'm doing this. So he is
it works
attacking.
because you have a 15-foot reach, so you will be able to. If you go ahead and do your attack first.
Do that. That's a hit.
Roll your damage.
Doing that damage.
Now you can attack the second one.
Ooh, almost a crit. Okay. And
Right, so what do we see?
do that. So Des, I think he I know that cleave is like flavored a specific way, but he is using a pike. So he like kind of rears back and just like lunges his pike just very far and goes completely through one as it like shatters into like a pile of rocks and it hits the other one as if he was aiming for the further one the whole time.
Nice. All right, Luna.
Okay, I have a couple questions. One is, if Des has the 15-foot and the other cat stepped away, would she still have an attack of opportunity?
Yes. That's my
Okay,
whole
and-
build, is
Okay.
hitting things from very far away and making sure that they can't move.
Awesome.
Well,
Okay,
I'm
then my
just
second
saying, if
question
you
is,
did want to take a step back so that
Yeah, I
it
know,
has
right?
the move to hit you, you could do
can we
that.
do it? Can we do a guarded step in this one or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So here's my other question. I have a psychic sonar 1. Are these things intelligent, or the word is intelligence? Psychic sonar only works with things that are that have some mind at all. I forget the word is here.
Sentient?
No effect on creatures without an intelligence score. So do they have an intelligence score?
All right, give me a mysticism check.
No, I don't want to do it. I'm asking because I was going to do it, but then
Yeah,
I didn't
he's
realize.
telling you to
Oh.
roll to see if you know.
Okay. Intelligence. Hold on a minute.
Mysticism.
Mysticism.
Oh, mysticism. Sorry. What the hell is the thing? There we go.
All right, so these are elementals. They're outsider elementals. The
Okay.
type of creature they are is
Right.
called an outsider. They're elementals, earth elementals to be exact, and they do not have. Well, their intelligence is actually a -3.
Wow. Okay. And I am now too close to utilize my my pistol, correct? So I'm going to hit them with.
And so that also means that your speak with animals does not work. You do not understand what they're saying because they are not animals.
Okay. All right. I should hit him with my club then.
Okay, you also have
Am I
Glumina
targeted?
behind you
I'm not
who's
targeted.
bleeding to death. She's not bleeding, but I mean she's down 14 out of 20 hit points, including her 16. She's taken 30 points of damage so far.
Okay. So
She has 6
I'll
left.
take a guarded. I can get guarded step to there. Or is that too much?
Yep, that's fine.
What's 5 feet?
Okay. And then spells. I have stabilized. Don't need that. It's going to have to be mind cure, mystic cure, correct?
Correct.
All right. Let's do that then. Let me roll for something good. Here we go. Heal. Come on, give me something good. Yeah, that's nice. There you go. That's nice. Check it off. It's checked off. So I healed 10 if I did the right thing.
All right, you guys already have elemental immunities in your list. Mystic Cure, you heal 10. Just drop it on her. Boom. There you go. All right, so now, Livina, you are feeling much better. Livina, you there?
Yep, I'm here. What?
You just got healed for 10 points.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
Yay. My turn. Do I still have this cat targeted? No.
No.
All right, let's try my axe.
We need to axe you again.
Let me axe. Yay! I hit the darn thing.
It's about time.
Finally, yeah. Nice.
I urge you to potentially take a 5-foot guarded step away from the cat.
Oh yeah, planning on it, like I did the last time.
Cool.
All right, so you slam
Let
into this
me
thing with your
get up
axe.
really close to you. What?
You slam into this thing with your axe. It scrapes along it.
Nice.
Piece of stone falls out. Blink. With your stone cunning, you're impressed with the craftsmanship of these cats. Dr.
I will
Clef,
also note, if somebody's doing a range attack on it, you have a +1. By the way, that's a thing.
Whoa, that's relevant. As I'm going to try and shoot a little spike at the remaining guy.
nice.
Nice. Get him.
Nice.
And what type of damage does it do?
It is doing piercing. So
So
kinetic.
it's kinetic, okay. If it survives, it will be wounded.
I don't think it's gonna survive.
It will also have bleed, but we shall see.
They are immune to bleed because it's a elemental.
Oh god.
Fair enough.
Is it
Well, it
on?
doesn't matter
is
as
it on-
I pick him.
All right. So what do we see?
Nice. You got him.
Yay.
Whoa.
All right, Dr. Clef, what do we see?
As I'm you know, recovering from the wounds I have, sustained from the one that was attacking me that Toby thankfully, or actually no, Bex, thankfully helped us with. I kind of turn, see the remaining one that's, still sitting. Point out my arm as one of my various little spikes kind of, rapidly grow, and with a twitch of my muscles, I, fling it at it as it strikes the, base of the stone neck, cracking it so that the head just kind of falls off and breaks apart on the ground.
Nice. All right. So with that, you guys are out of combat. Is anybody going to heal Dr. Clef immediately?
Please, somebody heal him.
Do I have healing abilities that are not level related? I have stabilize, I know, but that doesn't.
Under your actions, you have healing touch that you get to do once a day when when you guys take a short rest.
Okay. Well, I will be doing that if we take a short rest then.
Hey guys, I think we should hang out for 10 minutes. Take a short rest.
Yeah.
Maybe like a little bit away from where that stone is. Where they all were.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
you guys are taking a short rest.
Wouldn't be a
Boom.
Yeah.
Short rest has been
So
pushed.
Doc,
You guys can use your stand.
Doc is the worst, right? Or is it?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll heal you. You're automatically healed 10.
So if you apply it to him, there you go.
Okay.
Boom.
And I'll just check it off.
Yep. Anyway.
Okay, so will the
Heal
check
me to full.
be removed as soon as we do the full rest
Yes.
automatically?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Nice. And my gear. What about my gear?
All right. So anybody who wants to, like I said, can use your, like Lavina and Doc. Okay. Anybody else? Yeah. Bex is only down 4, so I don't think you need to. It's up to you. All right. All right. So is there anything you guys want to do here?
I'm not into all that kind of magical stuff, but does anybody know what those were?
No.
Luna?
Does anybody want
Ask
to
to look
roll
back
Yeah.
at our
if
rock.
they know what those are?
Luna knows that they're rock elementals.
Yeah, you wanna make some sort of mysticism check, guys? So we can get information from the DM?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look,
Uh,
Toby's got a rank in mysticism. I think that's what you want, right? Because they're elementals.
He already did his check What do you want to know?
Toby did?
Not Toby. Luna already did their check. What do you want to know?
Oh. How many questions we got?
-1.
Luna, what do you want to know about these creatures?
I know everything, so why would I ask anything?
You don't know what their hit
Okay, with
points
that,
are,
okay,
their
back to, okay, yes.
armor class,
So
their special
back to
abilities.
the original question, just to clarify, is it true that all elementals are not intelligent?
No.
Not just these?
If you look at
Okay,
the immunities under the notes, you'll see that all elementals have certain immunities. So
okay,
they are
okay.
they are immune to the following effects unless it states that it specifically works against elementals: bleed, critical hits, paralysis, poison, sleep effects, stunning, and they can't be flanked.
Ah. Okay,
So the
I passed
critical
my.
hit that happened a couple times shouldn't have happened, but I was sloppy as a DM, so I didn't catch it.
Oops.
Hey, just use your inspiration. You're fine.
But that has nothing to do with what you're doing. You're talking about these specific elementals. You
Right,
have
right.
questions you can ask about them, like special senses, special
Right.
what their hit points,
Yes, I like that one.
KC.
Special senses. The hit points are okay because we know that they weren't massive and they weren't difficult to kill. So I'm gonna say.
All right, so you have
I don't know.
3 questions. Their senses, they have dark vision and also blind sense vibration. So they can, that's why they could go travel underground, because they could tell where you were from because of the blind sense. They could sense.
Can they travel underground naturally, or they have to have a passage to go through?
They
This
burrow.
looks like they have a bleed.
Most earth elementals, do that. They can travel through earth.
Ah. Okay. Anybody else want to ask a question? I passed my question to somebody else.
Okay.
Uh,
I assume Des would be the most interested in these things.
Look,
Am I correct?
Manta's the most interested because I'm keeping notes on all the creatures.
I mean, I am too, actually.
All right, go ahead.
Do they have any vulnerabilities?
No.
Water.
Okay.
That sucks.
They have
Um,
any special actions, like special attacks type stuff, or just
So
claw
they
or
have
whatever they were doing?
the Earth Glide and Earth Mastery. Earth Glide just means that they can travel through. When they do burrow, unlike other things, they do not leave any sort of trail, and they don't leave a tunnel or a hole, and it doesn't create a ripple as they travel. Because
Oh, wow.
they're gliding through the earth instead of burrowing through the earth.
Right, right.
And then Earth Mastery means as long as it and its target are both on the ground, it has a bonus to hit and damage. If either one of them
Wow.
are airborne, they have a minus to attack.
Do you think there's any part of their remains that might hold value?
They are well carved, so like if you took the heads and stuff, the heads look really cool.
Fuck yeah.
So they are not golems then. They're actual
They're elementals.
physical creatures.
Yep, you
Right,
guys have
I mean,
fought
most
air
elementals
elementals
disappear.
already, and now you fought earth elementals.
Right, but an air elemental disappears. I thought that these would be disappearing. They're not. They're,
They
like a
do.
golem, they
Air
wouldn't
just
fall apart.
dissipates into other air. They just collapse into rocks, but
Oh,
they
okay.
are unmoving rocks, and so they're still maintain a lot of their shapes, besides whatever damage they took. So
Right.
if you're looking to get the heads, Bex, you're the one who mentioned it. Give me a percentile.
Where is it?
Jingo. Give me a percentile.
Percentile?
Nice. Yeah. So you'll get
Man,
all
I'm really
three,
good at low
and-
rolls.
And one of them
Yeah,
No, that's good.
is almost
it's opposite day, but this should be wonderful.
and one of them is almost complete, so you can get the whole thing. If you want. Anybody have a null space bag?
We don't know. We're too poor. You keep throwing it out, Reno.
They're
Unless
not
I
you
that
know,
have.
expensive.
I have a bedroll. I can just throw it right in there.
All right. Do you want to take the time and the effort to carry this thing? Des
Is it heavy?
would probably be the only one who could, or Toby could too.
Yeah. I'll leave it to you guys. I will loan my blanket if need be.
The heads are easy because they're smaller. They're a lot,
I would hope so.
larger, just a little bit bigger than a softball. But the whole thing is probably 30 pounds and a little awkward.
Okay. Well, I'm controlling him, so I'm gonna make Toby do it. Because Des
Nice.
is also trying to
Okay.
herd goats. So
Okay, so I will make
You want my
2
blanket to wrap it in?
heads. One statue. All right, so yeah, and so this is the second one you've seen. So it's clear that while a lot of elementals can be pulled from the elemental planes that they exist on. So if you have like magic users and technomancers and things can do that, typically they will make them humanoid or similar in shape to what they're used to. These things appear to be more natural. They don't appear to be summoned by anyone or controlled by anyone. So they're taking on the shapes of things. So like these were similar to the Lynxicutes, but rocks. Air elementals were just more natural, dirt devil type looking things. So with the rolls you made with that 23, you're able to determine that.
this place just has naturally occurring elementals.
Small ones.
So we might come across them at any point in time then, depending on the
Yep.
terrain.
Mhm.
Or the terrain wouldn't matter because it's Earth, right?
Well, it
Other than
depends.
water.
You know that there are lots of different elementals. Lots of different elementals.
That's
Make
cool. We're
it
gonna
really
find a lot.
interesting.
Apparently.
Haven't dealt with the elementals naturally.
Yeah. We dealt with the air elementals.
That's okay.
Those were also natural, is what he's
I
saying.
know, but I meant no. What I meant was I have other characters that can create elementals.
Gotcha.
Right. Yep. So you know the four major ones are earth, air, fire, water. But there are also electricity elementals and acid and magma and
Magma.
Magma.
cloud,
Liquid
steam,
hot magma.
mud.
Anyway.
So lots of different elementals.
We have sharks with laser beams.
That's right. Nice. Starfinder, you do. All right. So, anything else you guys doing here, or are we gonna head on?
Make like a tree and head out.
Let's go.
All right.
I'm getting tired of seeing Dr. Clef die every single fight. Let's get home so he can like heal to full or something.
I didn't die this fight, as weird
right.
as that was.
You didn't drop.
Yeah.
All right. And did I give you guys? I gave you guys the XP, didn't I? Let's see.
I do not believe so. Or at least I didn't
Oh, I
notice
know
it.
I didn't. I was looking for the sound effect. Anyway, boom. So there's that.
Wow.
I put it in the chart. I just didn't give it. Okay, there you go. All right. That's the 14th. You're now traveling into. You moved from H4 to J4, so now on the 15th you're traveling from. All right. So what's the next hex you're going to? Because you guys had already traveled through H4, so you're able to get through it in one day.
G4.
G4. We're headed back to the keep or to Waden's keep.
Back to the keep. All right.
G4, okay. Yeah, thank you for the pins. The pins are nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Des, I need a Mantha. Give me a D20.
Woo. You wanted a 3, right?
Perfect.
Back to find Waden's keep in ruins.
That's right.
I'll give you
Flames
some.
everywhere.
I'll help you.
Look, he would have asked for a survival. We were gonna get lost.
H4.
Kind of sad.
Yeah.
That's pretty sad. Rather sad.
With
Right, and
majority
I
under
forgot to
10.
have you do it yesterday, but I need a survival check. So same thing. Everybody assist. And I think Luna was the highest. So Luna, hold on, and everybody else who
Yep.
has
What check?
survival.
For survival.
We have
Survival.
ranks in it.
Oh, thank you.
You can help.
Oh, pretty.
Ugh.
Nice.
All right.
Plus,
That's plus
plus
6.
6. Plus 6, cool. Here we go, big. Here we go. Big roll. Come on, come on, come on. And oh no. Oh, nice.
All right. And then give me
If you
one
don't know, you
more.
have plus 17.
Everybody do it again.
Oh.
Bex, do you have a rank in survival?
I do not.
Okay.
My God. Okay. It's a
Very
plus
nice.
8.
Plus 8? Awesome. There we go.
So you guys get back.
Did you know that there's numbers that are in the double digits? You can get them on those dice. I'm just saying.
Hey, it doesn't matter if he can't roll double digits, so long as he has an insane double digit bonus.
As long as you got a plus
Right.
19, everything's double digits.
Hey, I'm in a bad mood. What do you want? I tend to be
you guys
moody
arrive
sometimes.
back in Waden's Keep just after 1 o'clock. And what would you guys like to do for the afternoon? As you come back, you see that some progress has been made in the week that you've been gone.
Nice.
Uh,
Well, Des is going to man, I thought I had all the people in my notes, but I do not. I think it's Veach Veach. That's the
yes,
animal.
the zoologist is Veach Veach.
All right.
I was about
Well,
to suggest that myself.
Des is heading over there with 3 mildly trained spider goats.
Stuff will go along as well.
Yeah.
What's that check for? The skills. What would be
Survival?
survival? Okay.
What are you trying to do?
Oh no. No, I was just curious as to if I could help something or other.
Nope, this is story roleplay stuff.
Alright, so as it happens, Friendly toward Dr. Clef. You have established a relationship with them. Okay. Give me just a second here. No, that's not the one I want. This one right here. Okay. There's V-Feature.
Reach.
As you start walking over there, you see that there Tachi Hardhoof pops up on your communicators. And who did you guys say was? It was Dr. Clef, right? Was the point of contact for the group?
Yes.
Slash leader.
Yes.
Okay. He says, "Hey, it's Tachi here. There was an explosion from the laboratory and greenhouse of that Veach person, and he's not letting me in.
We're on our way over. We'll be there in a minute. How long ago was the explosion?
It was about an hour ago, hour and a half. Alright, so as you guys get over there, you see that there are several people gathered around. Tachi has them sort of all gathered together. About 100 feet away, you see there's still some smoke, a little bit of smoke rising from the building where Veach lives is all together. It is a what the heck? Give me a second here. Weird. Okay, why doesn't it? Alright, so it's their house, their laboratory, and the greenhouse is separate from in a separate building. For whatever reason, this isn't linked. So give me just a second here. I gotta pull up a map. But the Tachi has people gathered, and he says, "Okay, I gathered everybody, the neighbors and stuff who heard anything. I gathered them all together for you."
And Tachi?
So Bex, this is sort of your wheelhouse. Did you want to take the lead?
I'll take the lead. Let's go look.
Yeah.
So he has the witnesses gathered
to you
together.
then?
Did you want to talk to them first, or are you gonna leave them standing outside while you go?
Well, let's talk to the witnesses. What exactly is going on here?
Exactly.
Oh, okay, holy shnikes. Alright, so give me some sort of charisma check. Alright, so Glavina, give me a
Because Bex is not very scary today. He's trying to be scary, but
Give you a what?
fortitude saving throw.
didn't realize you were gonna do intimidate. Otherwise, I would have helped.
I failed miserably.
Well, can we say that?
Oh, you have a +2 versus poisons,
Never mind.
which is what this what you're being 15. So 15 is what you needed. All right, so you are no longer on the charisma poisons track.
Yay!
That was healed. All right, so they they aren't they're pretty open with what they're doing. Give me sense motive checks. Anybody who wants to. They say that
I have a special ability that it gets me lowers the. Let me see here.
as an android, you have a
Right.
negative.
Officer. Your senses are always turned to your surroundings, but you're also skilled at navigating. As a figure of authority, you prevent crime. Let's see, theme knowledge. Where's it at? The DC of sense motive checks to detect deception and to discern secret messages is reduced by 5.
Secret messages and stuff. Okay, or deception. All right, so they tell you that about 2 hours ago now, they heard a terrifying bang echo from their lab, and since then, Veach was not letting anybody in to the house.
Like not letting anybody in, or not responding to let people in.
Great question.
Distinction.
They are not entering the door. They're not letting anybody in. I'm not sure what the
Okay.
There's a
Well,
distinction.
I think
not
there's
letting
a
people in.
difference between not answering the door and yelling at you through the door to go away. Is basically. Okay.
There was no yelling
Bex,
through any
if you
doors.
would like, I can.
Okay, so no yelling through the doors. So there's a distinction.
Mhm.
They might be
Okay.
passed out.
Bex,
They
if
are
you would
clearly
like,
in the house. They can be
I
heard
can,
inside.
uh,
They were when Tachi originally arrived. They were in the house.
What?
okay.
Are we completely missing? Okay, go ahead.
Bex, if you would like, I have a bit of rapport with Veach. I can ask him if he would let us in so we can discuss what's going on.
If you want to try that. I mean,
Des, are you responding to him?
yeah, I'll respond. If
I'm
you want to try that.
I meant Bex. Bex is the one who was supposed to be.
Yes.
But
Do we have a way to communicate with Veach? Do they have a communicator? They have. We can try. Let's go see if we can get in.
All right, I'll knock on the door and see if he'll respond to me. Dr. Klepp will walk over to like the front door.
Yeah, give me a perception
and
check.
knock and like.
Okay, so let me do this.
It's a Veach actually. See if I wrote down anything about him.
I'm just saying, guys, if there's skylights, I could throw Glavina onto the roof so she can look at.
Right? That would be a good idea. I'm down for
Hopefully, it's
that.
just an experiment gone wrong and not something that we actually need to worry about too much.
I'm fairly acrobatic.
Hopefully, it's not malicious.
And now Glavina won't shut up about it because she really wants to go on that roof.
Let's go.
Do it.
Come on, Dex. I know you can.
All right,
get
so
there.
Let's go. I'll go on the roof with you.
Vex, give me a
First, knock
perception
on the
check.
door. Oof.
All right.
What was that? Sorry, I didn't hear it.
I was asking Vex to give me a perception check. All right, I'm typing for. There it is. This goes to Dr. Clef. This was not the case when you last talked to them. And you can go ahead and move to the way this is
This
built,
front door.
the main house is here, the living quarters. The lab is over here along this side, and the greenhouse is along the bottom. So yes, this is the front door of the house.
Okay. Is he like steps a moment as he kind of like looks towards the windows?
There you go, tokens are knocked.
Huh. Is he board up his windows? That's development. I have become more paranoid than I thought. But please let me try and talk to him before you guys start climbing. Hopefully, we can just resolve this between intellectuals. As he goes to the front door and knocks on it.
All right, anybody who
Preach. It's
so I
Clef.
need perception checks from looks like Luna, Toby, and Dez.
Oh, that was a 13. Damn it.
Right. Oh shit! It is gonna be great.
All right, so as you and Toby, and so as you go to the front door, it's locked.
When I knock and kind of call out, do I hear anything or nothing?
I need a perception check from Toby, please.
Oh, sorry. I'm Toby. Haha. I'm like, not my problem. My problem. It is
And
my problem.
Doc, what did you say?
I knock on the door and call, Reach, it's Dr. Clef. Open up, I got a experiment for you. Or not.
You do not get any response.
Reach, open up or we're gonna have to come in.
Hey, wait. That is, I don't know what character voice that is, but we're going with it. I hear movement from the. Maybe we should go down there.
Can this door be open from this side? Can I hack it? Can I get in it?
You can try. Yep, it's either it's engineering or computers.
I'm gonna try an engineering check.
Okay. You are able to unlock the door. And
I will draw my pistol and say, Doc, step aside, please.
Remember, we don't want to kill him just yet.
I know, but just because we don't want to kill him doesn't mean he might not want to kill us. We don't know what's going on
Reach
there.
is actually a she.
Okay. Yeah, Bex
Fine.
is still confused about that whole gender thing. You organics and your multiple different parts, I just don't understand.
All right, so
Headcanon
it is
Apparently wrote that down wrong.
barricaded
uses the
as you
first
go to
pronoun.
push open the door. You it hits something behind it.
Veach, honey, are you in there?
Okay, you are reaching borderline creepy. Maybe we should go down to the area where I hear that she is.
Okay.
Agreed.
Plus, if
Go
this
to
door
follow Des. That Beach seems to have boarded up her home.
uh,
All right, so
Can
you're
I
fine
use-
at
Was
the
she trying to leave something
greenhouse.
out
You
or
can
in?
see into it because there's it's a greenhouse, and you see that what in the world? Oh, I'm sorry, Tachi. They wrote this poorly. Tachi Hardhoof is the female. Veach is a male.
Okay, so I did write that right.
I just was reading through different things and it kept saying her, she, and then I realized no, they were talking about Tachi. Anyway, so Veach, you see him in there. The greenhouse itself has this really overgrown variety of plants all over the place.
That's not how he left it before, right?
Yes, that's how they had
Oh.
left it because they were um, half of them are from here, half of them are from they brought with them.
Well, you said
Try to
overgrown, so
build, yeah. You say
So make it-
Did
overgrown.
request a bigger greenhouse, but
They say just right.
that's fair.
All right. So what are the rest of you doing? Bex, Bex, Lavina, Luna.
I'm still waiting for Bex to throw me on the roof.
We're
Des.
moving.
Okay, well,
You
Des
see
is
her?
way
Des,
down
sorry.
at the greenhouse.
Oh, fine.
She really wants to get thrown.
Would have been so cool. Really nice.
You know what? After this, we can go do some those trust exercises, and I'll throw you up in the air like a toddler or something and try to catch you.
I'll just follow everybody down here.
All right.
you could throw her on top of the greenhouse.
All right. So Bex, what are you doing? So if you do know there's another entrance to the greenhouse to the south.
Let's go around and have a look. Is it locked as well?
You never check the one to the east. You can see him in there. And
No.
if you check the one to the south, no, it is not locked.
Clef will check the one on the east.
It is not locked.
Oh shit. What the fuck is everybody saying he wouldn't let him in then?
This one's open.
You know?
Open over here as well.
All right, Bex, what do you want to do?
Clef,
You're in charge.
Bex,
All
what are we
right.
doing?
I'm going in. I'm going to open the door and see if I can see anything.
What are you telling the rest of them to do?
Doc, open the other door. We'll see if we open into the same area. We should know this building, should we not?
Yes, it's a greenhouse.
Okay.
All right.
And go ahead and
as you step in,
come
you
in,
see
proceed with caution.
Vex
Come in,
see
proceed with caution.
Vex is standing there, um, working on his data pad, and as you guys come in, sort of sighs, sort of stares at the floor. I figured you would be coming. Now you do know that because of how they have a tendency to suck air through their teeth when they're nervous. We had.
Suppose you
Go ahead.
just tell us everything. Go slow. Be thorough.
All right, and what are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm going in.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, let's go help.
Where's the?
Nice.
Or I'm debating now. Yeah, I'll go in.
Toby will go in. Des will stay outside the door so that the goats don't eat his plants.
Okay.
Okay. We had several strict quotas about what to bring into the settlement, but I had some license with that since I could set space restrictions for my creatures. And he motions around. And you see several caged creatures there in the greenhouse. I may have taken some liberties with my discretion, and I brought some creatures that aren't exactly legal to import into, well, just about anywhere. Do you know what diathas are? Sometimes
Do I know what
they
diathas
might
are?
have been called explosive slugs.
Oh, you didn't.
So give me let me see what they
Are they
are.
susceptible to salt?
Small vermin. So vermin are pretty sure life science, but we'll go with life science for now while I look it up.
Alrighty.
So,
May I use professional?
There it is. Identify. Yeah, life science for vermin,
Well,
and they are.
also
Yes,
got a
you can use your
minus 5.
profession. That's fine, even though they aren't trainable animals. I'll give it to you. Take it when
I'm
you
also
can.
a hunter.
All right, so it's a DC 7. No, DC 6.
Wow.
Toby's not here, so he doesn't count. Anybody else? So Luna, I need
For
your
life-
roll from you,
for
life
life
science
science?
from you.
Yep.
Whether you're trained or not, you can. This is more of a history. How much have you heard about these things?
Okay.
And
Got it.
Glavina. Yeah, so all of you have heard about these things. They're common vermin. You know, they show up and breed like crazy. So with the rolls you would know up, and with the varieties of you. So they're immune to disease and poison. They do burrow slowly. They are pretty fast for what they are. They are small. They can be anywhere from 2 to 4 feet when they're adults. They're slugs, and when they're hurt and damaged a bunch, they will do like a kamikaze charge and explode. you can also make you so Bex and Toby would also and Glovina would also know you can make um, diatha ammunition from them. So what you do with those is you take this as larva, the diatha larva, and you put it in this bullet, either through magic or through technology, keep it, and when it's fired, it agitates the larva, so when it hits, it explodes, doing an extra 1d8. You can also have diatha ammunition that's amplified, which does 2d4. Same thing. It just does more damage.
And what, Veach, was your reason for bringing these things?
And that's what they look like. They're between, as like I said, as an adult, they're 2 to 4 feet long.
It's a big difference.
Not that big.
That's gross.
They have a lot of uses that they can be used for. Ammunition. You can also, some people like to put them in the soil to aerate the soil, or there's lots of different uses that things can be used for. The doc knows.
Well,
But see,
I'll
the problem is, this morning, one of them detonated, which freed
shit.
the rest of them, and I haven't been able to find them. They are locked in my living space. I'm pretty sure that I sealed the doors and the windows, so they shouldn't be able to escape as long as nobody opened the door and left it open. And
How many are them?
Who would do that?
there should be 3 left. I would
We
prefer
could
that you
do
didn't
this
kill
one.
them. But I know it might be a challenge, because if they're damaged too much, they have a tendency to explode. But I have made this tincture, and he brings over this little. It's a small glass that has a lid on the top of it, and it's sort of like what you would put like a makeup cream in, and there's this green tincture in it. So just a few drops of these. This should draw them out. If you could take care of this, of capturing them, it will be of great assistance to me. And he'll hand Bex the tincture, and that is where we will leave it. So you guys can decide whether or not you're going to rescue the slugs next time. Thank you for playing with me, guys. I appreciate it.
Thanks for
We're
DMing.
also going to have a disciplinary hearing for Veach.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at this point, what's done is done.
Yeah, what's done is done. But
Maybe we make sure
we
that
have laws for a reason. We may or may not do anything to him, but we at least want to sweat him to make sure nobody else thinks that
Right?
breaking the rules is just cool, because this could have gotten somebody killed and still might.
So I will say that yes, this is something you guys need to be thinking about. Um, the neighbors are probably going to have things to say about it, and so what he's saying is probably not wrong. So you need to decide how you want to address that and what you want to do. Um, uh,
Because if we don't, it gives everybody else the
Right.
feeling that they can do whatever they want to do without repercussions.
yep. So be thinking about that in the back of your mind, and I will give you a little hint. The neighbors want to make him move, so because they don't want to be next to somebody that has exploding things in their house.
Oh,
Especially these vermin that
theoretically,
Get off,
because they're
get off my
vermin.
lawn.
So think
all
of
of us
rats
have.
or bed bugs or fleas or anything that can spread termites. They don't want to be next to it. So think about it. He is exactly right, and so that gives you a couple weeks to consider how you want to discipline, if you want to discipline at all. I mean, they are of a valuable asset to this community, so
Mhm.
we will
Yeah.
go from there. Thank you for playing, guys. I appreciate it.
Keep the
Just
DM.
jumping in right before we were like officially done. Uh, all right. Well, while we go take care of this here, and Des is gonna hold out like the leash, the reins for all the goats. 3 mildly trained spider goats. You take care of these. We will take care of the slugs.
Cool. All right, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thank you so much for the subscription, Jingo. Jipper Fools in the chat. That's awesome. I appreciate you. And whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, guys.
Good night, guys.
Good night,
Guys.
guys.